This is the second in a series of short video clips that's designed to show you around the KS-3 NOC Analyser and familiarise you with the device. In order to do that, I'm just going to power up the device and take you through some of the system settings. As you'll see, when you first power up the device, it goes through and just cycles through the current settings that have been set. So this is the main screen, and as you can see, we can see the current NOC reading, the maximum NOC reading, so this is just a peak hold that'll maintain whatever is the maximum reading it's had so far, or received so far. We use the jog dial on the side to move down into system settings and scroll through the system settings, and move it back up to go through the system settings back to the main screen. So it's all down to go through the settings and up to the main screen. Now the first system setting is for the bandwidth, and as you can see, it's currently set to 6.5 kHz. And one of the most common questions we get asked is what frequency should I set this to for my engine? We've got a NOC frequency calculator on our website. It's only an approximation, but the way that this device works is although the setting here is 6.5 kHz, it still analyzes frequencies either side of that. So I wouldn't be too concerned if your calculations make out that that your engine will be knocking at 6 or 7 kHz. It should still give fairly clear readings. So we'll now scroll down to the next item, which is the system gain setting. Now if you equate the gain setting to volume control, depending on where you've placed the NOC sensor on your engine, if it's fairly close to the point of combustion, then the gain setting will probably need to be a bit lower. If it's placed further away, the gain setting will need to be higher. But again, it's fairly important that the NOC sensor is placed as close to the point of combustion as you can to make sure that you get the clearest possible readings. And one other point to note is that the signal cable should be routed away from sources of interference. So don't go zip tying it to your HT leads, because you won't get a particularly good clean signal back to the device. The next setting is the alert setting, and the KS-3 has an alert function which can be set that when it's triggered, let's just go in here, you can set a threshold of what value you want to set the alerts to trigger at, and once you've set that setting, when that threshold is reached, so I think we just put in 45. So if we get a NOC reading of 45, it'll trigger the alarm, the bright LED that's behind here will start flashing, the audible alarm will trigger, and you'll get a screen warning you that you've exceeded the threshold, the preset threshold. There's also an option to restore the system default, and the other option is to turn quick start on or off. And quick start on is basically it won't cycle through the settings when you plug in when you apply power to the device. It'll just go straight to the NOC screen, and you can restore the system settings just by accepting that. And we've now gone back to the factory settings. So that's a brief overview of the different settings on the device. The next in the series of video clips will be a demonstration of the device and showing you how it works.